It's been such a long time, and I think we should be going back to some old-fashioned alien fighting. Back to M-Kom.
Strike 1 is in position to engage.
Loud and clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
So it's been over 10 days real time since I played any XCOM at all. Got a new job. I'm still studying for a big exam. And I was waiting for a bit of feedback on the last batch of episodes. And so, what was it? Was that last time? I don't know how many actual days ago for the actual episode it was. But I left you guys with a question about difficulty, and I'd broadly say the consensus was keep everything the way it is right now, which is pretty pleasing. It means it's a bit of validation. So I'd just like to say thanks for everyone for the kind and constructive words. Maybe less thank you to Cheeky for saying if you're gonna put up the difficulty, go straight to brutal. But I still appreciate the sentiment there. So, additionally, if these videos now get boring, then I have license to blame each and every one of you. So ha 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 ha. So let's shake off the rust and get back down to M-Kom. I've been reliably informed that this is Operation 7 Dirge, because it said it on the load screen. I think it's a crashed raider. I mean, that makes most sense. I think it's a medium. It might be a small. And I was going to give a spiel about captures here, but I've not actually brought a capture engineer. So what was I going to say? We'll soon find out. Our motley crew includes... Oh yeah, we've got the Listener. Drifter the Listener here as a Goliath for the very first time, flamethrower. Absorption fields, anything else that's cool, extra conditioning from the alloy belt, close combat specialist, body shield. So obviously we're just going to dash the Listener right forward, straight into the UFO, and he's just going to handle everything. We're really far behind on capture, so let's roll out. Yeah. Past Kamichi, as always, leaving present Kamichi looking like a fool. So, the Listener, front and centre. A little bit of hitches in the frames per second depart. Oh, wait. I've brought Denny. Oh, he has got an arc thrower. What was I looking at the pistols for? I am just a complete idiot. And that is the entire point of bringing Denny, despite him being such a high level. Yeah. Right, everyone, let's just calm down. I'm being a bit of an idiot, but that's fine. Alright, RSOX. Was this the map that RSOX got done in on? No, it's a different UFO. I mean, obviously the UFO's right here. Right, let's slow it down, This is the corner of the map. All the enemies are going to be over here, probably. So if we're going for speed, we can go straight for the UFO and hopefully handle all the other pods on the map coming at us at once. So what happens if RSOX dashes up to this position and we get hit from the left? Then RSOX is in a bit of trouble. So dash him up to say here instead.
Let's do this.
If that had activated the outsiders, we'd at least have been able to engage them, because there's no cover around this side. They'd have had to come up. Is that even cover? That's not even cover. There's no cover from which anyone could engage from on this side. They need to come all the way out here. Whereas if RSOX had come up here and activated over here, there's plenty of cover that they could come up, flank and kill RSOX from. And I think XCOM kind of operates on a second chance system almost. It's like, because RSOX has been gravely wounded before, I don't think RSOX is likely to be gravely wounded again. I think RSOX would just die straight up. I'm not really sure what affects those chances as well. James should be fine to dash up.
Affirmative. Moving out.
And then everyone else we can just follow in the footsteps. We do have 4 combat drug smoke grenades as well, which aren't that useful, to be honest. I'd rather have dense smoke.
I'm on it, Commander.
But I'm building Revolutionary Rebel as a kind of more late game. We've got chem grenades as well. That'll be good for captures. As more of a late game. Did I move Ray up by mistake? Because Tribute is back. Like him on Overwatch.
I'm on the move.
I'm just lost at the moment. Right, Ray, I wanted to just back up here, but that's fine. Oh wow, my computer is just dying. I've spoken for ages about putting my computer in the shop, and it just hasn't happened yet. I was about to say as long as we get a steady 30 FPS during a turn, that's fine, but then it just did a huge slam dunk on itself. So let us keep rolling. Is this a medium? Yeah, it's a medium because there's doors inside. What are the odds of activating from here? Reasonable! Reasonable odds, actually. But it's a Goliath. A Goliath can take 2 hits from 2 outsiders. Denny up as well. Denny has to keep pace. There's no activations coming, so we can keep moving up. Legend of the Skies can keep pace. I should have used a battle scanner before now. Where do we want to put this battle scanner? We can put a battle scanner in here, see if there's anything in this area. What kind of battle scanner? No, is that just a battle scanner going through a crack? I don't know. How far can you actually throw a battle scanner? That might be decent. Get it just on the other side here.
Big brother is online.
I'm sorry, there are a few technical issues going on. A few blips in frame rate. And I don't know why that is. But, much like Magnus Magnuson, I've started so I'll finish. Unless it gets really bad and I'll just replay the whole mission.
On the move.
Want Ken grenades up. We want the assault up, obviously.
Let's do
This is really quite a risky move.
On my way.
Denny does still have a battle scanner, actually. Which we will use to clear as much of this flank as possible. Because I heard floaters. It should just be floaters that are the big threat here. Obviously, assaulting a UFO Ray's not going to be too useful. Tribute can come all the way up. Catch up. Catch up, Bonsai. Just in case the floaters come out of nowhere, gonna have RSOC steady rather than move up. And then Ray. We've cleared this right flank, so Ray can take up a position against over here. Floaters, and then that's probably an outsider just inside. The problem with Goliaths is that they're quite slow. Of course, it's a crash, so we can actually go in this side as well, which would probably be better. A better option for us. Legend of the Skies is fastest. They could be right here as well, but they're not. It's fine. It was never not going to be fine. Denny up to some cover as well. How far can he get a scanner from here? That's not great. But we'll do nothing else.
Sweeping.
Maybe I was expecting to see the sawn-off shotgun at Denny. It's a bit weird that we've not seen anything so far on a medium. I think. Because I speak with authority. With the tone of authority when I'm speaking about XCOM. And it's a tone that I really haven't earned.
Stepping off.
And a tone that I should not be speaking with. But I think you guys know the drill so far. I speak with authority, get really lucky, and it's all fine. Is there any cover at all for RSOCs to move up to? Nope.
Time to motor.
I assume the outsiders are just in this room, so we'll prepare a breach. RSOCs, the listener in the middle, Tribute on the other door. Tribute will haul arse. If we really wanted to, we could bring Ray the Great all the way up in here and he'd actually be useful. But we do not want to do that. Who wants to bother with that just now? Should have brought a sawn-off on Legend of the Skies, but as the game wears on, sawn-offs do less and less damage in relation to the weapons they've replaced. Although we've still only got ballistic pistols, so I shouldn't really be saying that much. RSOC's up to here just in case we do activate next turn. Denny right up, ready for captures. The listener should be listening. Alright, let's be careful with this move. We don't want to open the door prematurely. I don't know, your knees kind of through the door. I mean, Ray is fine. Ray's just having a holiday. Rev.
Okay.
We're not going to breach next turn. Oh, we might. What's the likelihood of us actually wanting to fire a rocket here? We might not even activate. They might just be round the corner. I'm fairly sure we will activate, though. Rain might, Arsox might snapshot a rocket. Right, I want to open this door. And now I actually can't. There we go. Tribute should be able to see them actually, they're going to activate.
Contact.
2 lads. 1 in capture range, 1 not really. Nah. So, the listener. Obviously this guy's dead as hell, this guy not necessarily. Denny I wouldn't... I really wouldn't mind a rocket now, actually. Just slamming a rocket into this. Breaking the cover. In fact, I'm going to do that. Snapshot a rocket, we're here for cover destruction. If it goes mildly, if it goes so far off, if it goes 3.3 tiles away, it's fine.
Going high.
Don't lag on a rocket though. Come on, game. Oh, it lagged on a rocket. It looked terrible. And it... Did it still get the cover? It still got the cover we wanted despite being a terrible grenade. Terrible rocket. It still worked out though. So we got to kill this guy as soon as we can. Ledger this guy is back here into cover because why not? Put the hollow on it. 88%. I was about to say 14 damage, it would have been perfect. So yeah, just go one shot on outsider, why don't you, babe? Now capture this outsider, why don't you, babe? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm not sure what we want to do here. Well, obviously, Denny up into capture range.
Headed there now.
Here's the thing, it's got 12 health. I'm not sure. This is something that comes with experience. You just know your squad and know how much damage they're likely to do. Obviously, James would one-shot it. If Legend of the Skies one-shots this guy, then James is going to one-shot this guy. The Lister would probably one-shot him. But what we have is more reliable damage with a flamethrower. For example, there we go, that would do the 6 damage. So say we go here with Revolutionary Rebel, outside of the flamethrower range. Actually, a crit isn't going to kill with a laser rifle doing 12 damage from Revolutionary Rebel. Oh, it did nothing. So, flamethrower. Do we want to just flamethrower from here? Not really. Where do we want a flamethrower that won't actually kill all our guys? I'm going to go here. Flamethrower there. Is that a good idea? No, I was going to go one for all. Give Revolutionary Rebel cover and we'd have 2 opportunities at capturing this. But of course Flamethrower stops that. So unless... I mean... a hit from Tribute. Actually, a hit from James. Let's bring... Well, the problem with that is that James might activate coming out here and that would be pretty poor. I don't want to flank with James. Have a go, Tribute. If you kill it, then you're... Oh! See, Tribute! Tribute knows what he's all about. So, capture attempt. As good as we're getting. I hoped it worked. Ah. So that means we still have the Listener, and the Listener can get the kill now. Yep. Nothing else for it, I'm afraid. Because we don't have our guys in a position where we can just sit out and wait. We could have maybe hit... Well, it was Revolutionary Rebel who had the chem grenades, it was Legend of the Skies who had the flashbangs. So maybe some other iteration, like have James come up and pistol, Tribute still do his thing, rather than our utility guys taking the shots. So we could have saved the chem grenades, so we could have saved the flashbang, and that could have led to multiple attempts at capture. But what's done is done, and let's move on. There's still floaters on this map, and floaters are the ones I really want to capture. Finn on the top. These guys are rather still at the moment. This is a very weird activation. Alright, there's the activation. Finally. This is one hell of a split pod, so we've got 4 up front, 1 at the back. Obviously the one at the back has to go and has to go quickly. I was hoping Ray'd be able to see them. That's why I kept Ray over here this entire time. I mean, Ray could come up here, for example. All the way at the back. Floaters could have moved all the way around by now, though. And obviously, if no snapshot, Ray's not going to do anything this turn anyway. I was hoping to just keep Ray at a corner of the map and be able to shoot round the UFO where necessary. Now, the listener, I'm inclined to just come up here, flamethrower, and see what happens. Because I'm not well versed with the flamethrower. 6 damage, it would kill. And it will hit the one at the back as well. It should hopefully destroy some cover. And that's perfect for a capture right there. Especially because it's panicked, but then obviously Denny has to go a very long way. James with run and gun can easily deal with this guy now. I was waiting to see what was going to happen with these guys. Technically, this thin man, if it knows what it's doing, could jump up this roof, jump down, and potentially mess up James. So in fact, I will move James to here, and it should be fine. It's not a flank, but with rapid fire and 2 hits,
Understood. Moving out.
should have no problem. And it's not activated the floaters. There we go. And the exact amount of damage we needed. So it's just this guy left to worry about this turn at least. The problem with chem grenades are great for captures. We'll use them on the floaters, but obviously Finn men immune to chem, because a chem grenade just does this. It just makes a cloud like this. So we could move Tribute up to here. Rev could get a flank on. What options do we have if the flank fails? Denny obviously has to run up for a capture. Open that door, because this wall's open. There's no point in having this door shut. Who can see what from around here? Right, our socks can see, which means our socks can move and give that spot to someone who might actually do something with it. Like Legend of the Skies to give us hollow. 68% odds anyway, that's quite good. And Tribute gets 2 shots. And he only needs the 1.
Nailed him.
So this Finn man should be panicked for at least 1 turn. That doesn't mean we have impunity to rush Denny up. First of all, there's acid in the way. Second of all, the floaters are probably round the back here because we've scouted out a reasonable proportion of this map. There's nothing up this side of the map. The floaters are probably this side. And probably coming towards us. So what Denny's going to do is just move up. Well, there we go. The floaters are right there. We don't even need to scan for them. That's a bit unlucky there. I'm almost inclined to go with that grenade, but I do want this Finn man kept alive. Might scan to make sure we know exactly where the floaters are going, because the floaters could come in the roofs as well. Because Denny is already right at the front, that's where we want him. Oh, that's a lot of floaters. That's far more floaters than I thought they'd be. So we have relative impunity now to dash Ray up. Combat drugs, because why not? We've got four smoke grenades, let's use them. Sparkly smoke, just the way I like it. And you've gone nowhere near the range, surely. No. Might as well go for a shot on the floater because, you know, you're not going to hunker down, are you? Could have maybe moved and Tribute could have moved up, but Tribute can opportunist overwatch from there. Finman's still panicked, that's what I like. There's not much they can really do from here. They're just shuffling around. They're going to slowly move in because they can't use their height advantage because we're inside at the moment. And they do seem very well clustered for a rocket here. I mean, I don't want to kill this Finn man, but casualties in war are sometimes unavoidable. Alright, this would have to be one hell of a rocket. Surely. Right, we can get a rocket to there. And it's not that useful. That's only hitting the Finn man. It feels like I'm lacking, but I'm really not. I'm still seeing 30 FPS. So just a bit of a debate on what to do here. Is that, right, this smoke is all dissipated. I don't want to move Denny out for any captures until we've dealt with most of these floaters. So what I'm thinking, cheeky wee grenade, blow up, open a path for the rocket, see what the rocket can do. Can we get a good grenade? Ah, that's a reasonable grenade. Blow up some potential cover as well. There we go. I'd say I'm liking it. I'm not really. Some of the floaters might have covering fire as well, but they don't. Should have thought about that. That's blown up the wrong panel. I'm pretty sure. You can get a there we go. Also, because if you can hit that perfectly, which you can, but if you could, hypothetically if you could, that's very good.
Eat this.
There we go. Done a bit of damage. I could throw down another smoke, I guess. We just want to thin the numbers a bit. We're not really thinking about captures, we just want to thin the numbers. Is there any good cover for Rev? Who's on Overwatch? It's just the guys at the back. Rev can move out, Tribute can move up.
Headed there now.
Oh. They can see that. That could have been so much worse. I really didn't think they'd be able to see that. Tribute might go Overwatch by the next one as well. And I mean, obviously. I don't want a flamethrower again, but let's just see. Let's just see what the listener wants to do. That's going to do nothing. Nothing, mate. Nothing. Hey, buddies. He's only got one shot, so he could reload and get two close combat specialist shots, or he could just take a shot. I'm inclined to just go one for all, because he's going to be the obvious target and just reload. Get the close combat specialist shots. Get the damage reduction as well, and Ray... Well, what about Ray? Who cares about Ray at the moment?
Recibido, señor.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is all contact on the map that we've found at the moment.
Double time.
So I'm relatively safe moving Ray wherever, but he's not going to get a shot at any point.
Ready to engage.
Finman's still panicked, which is nice to see. Roll up, roll up. That's done a bit more damage than I thought it would. I'll be honest. This could go wrong. But absorption field should scale it down. I was a bit arrogant, I really shouldn't have been. Okay, we have to do something now. I'm used to like higher level Goliaths to be fair. So let's kill these guys. There we go. Let's get rid of them. And let's kill the other two guys. That was really arrogant, wasn't it? Denny can move up for a capture. If we can get rid of the other guy, which we may well be able to do. James is one turn off.
Okay.
Rapid run and gun.
That's what we're looking for.
1% sure, yeah. Tribute up to here. Should have a gap to fire through.
Commander.
I can only hit that one, so let's just go for it. Oh, we really need to capture that one now. Oh. Tribute is Mr. Captures here at the momento. Oh, but if we go for this, oh, we need to... What can we do? We can't really do much, to be honest. Unless we want to burn... Of course we want to burn a rocket on him. It's probably not going to work. Let's go for it.
Target locked.
Oh, the exact amount of damage. So what happens if this capture doesn't work? Rev can smoke. That's about it. That's where we are at the moment. Rev can throw a poor smoke grenade. So we're trusting very much to luck here.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And hoping the Finmen doesn't come back as well. But it'll be fine. 54%. I've scored loads of 54%. It's easy. Alright, this Finman could still come back. So we are going to smoke anyway. How far can the smoke actually go? Because there's no good cover here for Revolutionary Rebel now that he can actually reach and smoke from. So I mean, up to here, and let's just see. Just about sure. I mean, hopefully the Thin Man is still panicking next turn.
Smoke's up.
He might not be. You never know. One last big huge move and Ray might be able to get a shot.
Paso ligero.
And while we're here, move James all the way up. It might help. Excellent. I've not heard any meld expire yet either, so we could be good. We could be grand.
To that location.
It could be fantastic.
Subduing target.
Do we want to risk it? Do we want to risk wait? He's potentially still panicked. We've got Tribute who's good with Overwatch. We might be giving up meld for an attempt at a capture. Denny's reasonably safe. Ray might have a shot. If Ray has a shot and he's going to get to take it, that's what we're going to do. Nope. Alright, if he comes back and moves, he's going to die. So I'm feeling relatively safe here.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Ah, that's a shame. Although that said, because of the cover there, these guys don't actually have flank shots on.
Time to motor.
Oh, but it'll be fine. Oh, it's your funeral, pal. James got that with the shotgun. Not bad, 12 aliens killed, some captures, some meld. Let's check out our spoils and hopefully stop the game from crashing. Because I do not know what's going on with it. It's all over the place today, so I'm going to have to quit after this one episode. Once I've figured out what's going on. Sky Ranger in flight for quite a time. We're only even coming away from Finland. It shouldn't have taken that long. So, minor wounds for the listener and Revolutionary Rebel. Just out of plain arrogance and a bit of XCOM rust. James up to Tech Sergeant. Wow. I think the game might have actually completely crashed. Nope, we are back. So James is a glass cannon assault. None of the defensive perks, is all about getting up and close and doing immediate damage with rapid fire, with aggression, and that's Killer Instinct all the way. Bring him on at Gunnery Sergeant. What's Ray got at Gunnery Sergeant? Ray is going to have lock and load because Ray is like I've built Ray as a late game sniper. But we've got nowhere near the late game stuff yet. But I've built ready for the late game nevertheless with Lone Wolf. Probably shouldn't have taken disabling shot for a late game, but you know, it's still going to be fine with damn good ground. Ranger, I guess. Lock and load, because Ray will get in the zone at Master Sergeant. It's going to be amazing. So that's all the promotions. We've got an alien carbine, we've got a floater captive, and that is so important. Illyrium, alloys, a meld, 1 power source, a lot of damage stuff. Oh yeah, I remember, because it was just after we did the analysis on Raider. So next time what we're going to research next? Well, I'll figure it out. It's probably going to be floater autopsy, floater whatever, and then air whatever, and then we'll see what it throws up. So as it is, going to cut off the recording here, so I'm going to re-familiarise myself with the system and be right back with you. Iron Man. So there we go, Epiphanes, having made the sacrifice to become a mech, gets his own personal colour scheme, as does the listener, who is injured at the moment, out of sheer hubris. Drift to the listener, there we go. Like I said, if you're a mech, if you want your own colour scheme, we can do it, we can do whatever. We can customise all the other troops as well. I feel like there's a customisation request that I've forgotten about, because it has been 10 days since the last episode. And since it has been 10 days since the last episode, I've got a load of miscellaneous things that I've also forgotten. One that I've remembered is I do not want Azagul to be a psychic. Because I might want to turn Azagul into a mech at some point. So who do I want to go in his place? I'm not sure, because all we can get at the moment is Psi Inspiration. Now, Psi Inspiration is very, very good, but I don't want to give it to our assaults. I don't want to give it to our frontline troops. I'd maybe give it to a Rocketeer, but all our Rocketeers are fatigued at the moment, all 3 of them, fatigued and injured. And so, of course, what we're researching now is UFO Analysis Radar, because we got all the Gauss weapons, and we haven't done anything with it. And I'm just thinking to myself, that's really, really stupid. I've researched Gauss, and yet somehow I'm not building any Gauss weapons. That is actually really, really stupid. So, first things first, is a proxy mine launcher. We can finally get Gobar Archer doing something useful. Next, I'm not sure whether I would like a railgun most of all, or whether I'd prefer some of the infantry Gauss weapons. And I'm inclined to sell another stack of Illyrium, maybe 1 alien surgery to go for stasis tank. How much will... right. Both fingers of... middle finger and forefinger, index finger of my left hand on the Illyrium. Right. We're going to sell this stack of Illyrium, just to keep going on the tactical front. So, alloy cannon first up. That's the Gauss equivalent of a shotgun. Gauss long rifle. And that's all the money spent. That's all the money spent. But I think these are the 2 most... no, it's not. We're going to cancel the alloy cannon. Well, I'm going to try to. How do I cancel stuff? This is a bit shambolic. I might redo this entire section. Right, alloy cannon. Nope. Come out. The frame rate's not helping, is it? Oh, what is this? This is not helping. Right, there we go. Why? That's what put me off. The alloy cannon shouldn't be past the... right, there we go. Because what I want is a recoilless rifle. And that is the upgrade to the rocket launcher, which is obviously... It's the one great panic button we have, the rocket launcher. And having an even bigger, more destructive panic button, that's always going to help out. So we've got the long rifle, we've got the recoilless rifle. I'd like, for example, I would like shredder rounds, which just gives your assaults, it's only your assaults that can use it, it gives them shredder ammo. Which, if your assaults are firing twice a turn, you fire at 2 big targets per turn, and you shred them both. I wouldn't mind a smart gun kit and an alloy bipod, which help out our gunners. This essentially gives opportunist overwatch to your gunners. Wouldn't mind some alloy plating, alloy bipod. It's just in terms of what our priorities are, and Gauss long rifles are an amazing step up from laser sniper rifles. The Gauss long rifle, it has far less ammo, slow to reload is how it puts it, but it has heat ammo. And there's no other gun in the game that gives you intrinsic heat ammo. So against the big robots, our snipers are now our best weapon. Well, once this is built in however many days. We can't tell how many days, because the list is all buggered up. Sure, just a few more, and we get a normal Gauss rifle. Sure, just... what are we doing with XCOM? Who even knows what we're doing with XCOM by now? Good lord. Well, I can always cancel this, if need be. This is going to start chewing through alloys, even the basic rifle, 12 alloys. We will get a rebate back once it's complete, of course. So laser cannons, we'll get a load of rebates off that, probably. Side training. Let's go to the big event list. Covert up in 3 days. Good, I don't have to worry about Exalt right now. Anything else? Just side training coming up, to be honest. Hopefully one of them... Oh, hello. It's not an abductor. And obviously we're not going to be able to shoot it down. What's it doing? Is it like a bombing run? Right, we've got the radar. I'm sorry for these like FPS jumps. I've got no idea what's going on. Right, we're gonna cut up some floaters.
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
So the aliens have actually... It's proper Mass Effect 3. With the merging of organic and alien and machine. You can probably tell how ignorant I am of normal sci-fi, and that my reference point for melding of man and machine is Mass Effect 3. So anyway, we're cutting up 6 floaters. Ryuzaki, get back in the tube. We've got no other use for the Scilabs at the moment. Early Scilabs always good. Once you've unlocked mind-frame neural feedback. Oh, come on. This is a bit ridiculous. There's no reason for you to crash here. I don't know what this UFO's doing. In fact, the UFO's gone. Why are we still hearing it? What are we hearing? Nothing. Good lad, Anarch. You're a good man, or possibly a woman. Oh, I may be giving it to Chief. Darth Lurtz, I'm still not sure if I want Darth Lurtz to be psychic. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that level of Darth MVP Lurtz. I think we genuinely have run out of people to give to just stick in tubes at the moment. I was about to say Solus is already psychic. Bros, we want to keep psychic. Tribute. I want Tribute or Gaurav. And maybe both. I do want an infantry mech at some point, but I love psychic infantry. I've never had a psychic infantry. They've all been officers in the past. But I love the idea of some of the psychic things you can have later. Here we go. 3 alloys, but 3 alloys each. That's what, 30 alloys? I like how they've done it one at a time. And that's not even sarcasm, it's just not one big blast on the ears. And that makes a hell of a lot of difference. To me. So we are just going to stick all these 7 laser cannons on. And see how I misjudged the number. And the thing is with laser cannons stay relevant in the air race throughout, because after Gauss, the next tier of weapons is pulse lasers, and you don't get a new aircraft cannon. You don't get a new aircraft weapon at pulse lasers. What you get is an upgrade. That you can upgrade laser cannons to pulse lasers. I think it's called supercapacitors. So laser cannons will do you for the rest of the game until you get the real high-end stuff. But now our entire fleet of 10 interceptors will have laser cannons. Now obviously this leaves us a bit far down for the next 7 days, but equally what were we doing? Anyway, we weren't actually sending out people to fight because we just didn't have the weaponry. In 7 days, yeah, there might be some scouts that get through, but after those 7 days, all the scouts will be gone. All of everything. Looks like it's going to be the covert op first. Here we go. Not an extraction, please. Excellent data recovery.
We are confident that you will handle this matter with discretion.
You came in a bit late there, Mystery Councilman. So an urban block, 8 of our very best to kill many of Earth's very worst. Okay, my computer seems to be falling apart at a rate of knots, so let's just quickly scan over this. Epiphanes is in because I like using cool Iron Man mechs. Magical Trevor's in because Magical Trevor's an operative, should be going on X-Alt missions anyway. It's relatively low leveled. Yeah, look at that. Captain Yosef for speeds because I didn't want to take whichever of our bullet wizard gunners is fit, and I don't want to check right now because the game will literally break. Darth Lutz is the only reasonably high level sniper we have, and I figured that there was nobody else to bring, so I thought come along. Kestrel armor because it's an urban block, could grapple around everywhere. Cheeky now has Pack Master, so it has 3 grenades from a single slot, which means I felt justified in bringing, you know, a cheeky little arc thrower, which could, well, because X-Alt now, I think X-Alt now have laser weapons, so if we manage to try and capture an X-Alt operative who has a laser weapon, we won't be able to capture the operative themselves, but they will drop their laser weapon and it won't self-destruct. And while we don't necessarily need more laser rifles right now, we can use them for requests, and we can use them for one specific mission that should be coming a bit later. Mistress here because I'm just taking whoever was near the top and isn't at Master Sergeant, because for example, we do have Gaurav back and fit, but at Master Sergeant there isn't that much more. Once you've hit Master Sergeant, you don't really want to be loading up too much experience on your troops. Epiphanes is here despite being Master Sergeant because Epiphanes is a giant red and yellow mech. That's all I can say about that. Anarch, now at Sergeant, has smoke and mirrors, so Anarch can take 2 smoke grenades, 2 chem grenades, still be handy with a rifle. It's kind of like a jack of all trades. It's what I like my utility troops to be, jack of all trades, like Cheeky. Though Cheeky is less jack of all trades and more capture specialist. So, and Banksy is our only fit Rocketeer, but we might have to do a lot of cover destruction. Urban Block, I think it's going to be the Rooftop Cafe. I can't remember any other urban blocks that are X-Alt missions, that are data recoveries. Are they called? It's been 10 minutes since I stopped recording the last session, and it's taken me that 10 minutes to even get this loading up into work. I've got no idea what the problem is. Hopefully I'll sort it out for next time, but that is for next time. We just load. It's just done. It just dies. Launch the mission, it just dies. But the Sky Ranger is away. I don't know where this mission is. It's probably the Far East again. We're certainly going east. Yep, it's Japan again. It's never not Japan. X-Alt.
Dropship has arrived.
X-Alt are just, what's the word? Otakus? Okatus? They love the anime. They love the manga.
We've picked up an Exalt cell operating inside Japan.
It's not Rooftop Cafe.
And assist our operative in securing the new
It
data.
is in fact the petrol station. We've been on here at least once before. I remember facing chrysalids. I remember saying, hey, go up to the roof, and then not going up to the roof, and it proved to be a good decision. The music is going haywire because everything's falling apart. So you can join us next time for a covert data recovery in Japan, where we're rescuing one of our assaults. Who's it going to be? It's not James, it's probably going to be Dre. We're going to be rescuing Dre in Operation Glass Empire. I've got to cut this off before it cuts off for me, so I will see you next time.